According to Chanakya, in trans-border relations, there are no permanent friends or no permanent enemies or even permanent borders. There are only permanent interests, and everything should be done to secure these interests. Hello aspirants, welcome to UPSC Civil Services Simplified. In today's lecture, we will see how to start preparation for international relations for General Studies Paper 2, that is Mains Paper 3 of the Mains examination. How to study international relations. International relations is crucial for all the three stages of the examination. It is directly mentioned in the syllabus of the preliminary examination and the mains examination. In the preliminary examination, international relations comes under the heading of the syllabus mentioned as current affairs of national and international importance. On analyzing the previous year question papers, it is clear that the above mentioned section is one of the most important sections of the syllabus, contributing nearly 35 to 40 questions per year. A further breakdown of the above section of the syllabus gives us a better picture. As per that, one can infer that on an annual basis there are 10 to 12 questions in the prelims exam that can be directly related to international relations. The nature of the questions in the preliminary is simple and straightforward. The questions normally range from international organizations in which India participates or is affected by its dynamics, bilateral and multilateral diplomatic agreements and accords signed by or affecting interests and diplomatic values of India, geopolitical changes in India's neighborhood or extended neighborhood affecting India. For example, a question was asked in 2020 that in which one of the following groups are all the four countries members of G20. So G20 was all in news in 2020 and hence became a part of the prelims question. Similarly, Israel-Palestine issue was all over in news throughout 2019 due to conflict between Palestinians in Gaza Strip and Israel. The UPSC asked the question related to the two-state solution in 2019 prelims. Also, in 2018, India was diplomatically striving to join the nuclear suppliers group. The joining of NSG has tremendous implications on India's nuclear program. The UPSC asked the question related to NSG in prelims exam, asking the consequence of India joining NSG. So one thing can be safely inferred: the prelims examination revolves around the current happenings. How to approach international relations for the preliminary examination. So there is a 3-point strategy for international relations for prelims. Point 1. One should read the newspapers carefully, restricting ourselves to the Hindu newspaper only. Strategy point 2. Strategy point 2. Analyzing what are the major events happening on the international front in the newspaper. This means that we need to look out for all the news related to international relations on editorial, open editorial and international pages of the newspaper. For example, in the front page, the news may come as de-escalation trends positive says China. So the news will be very important when it comes to the front headlines. Then the editorial page, in which thoughts are given of various editors. Then the world page of the current happenings around the world, and the focus is on the issues that affects India's interests. Point 3 is, then we will study the different dimensions related to the items in the news. For instance, if India participates in the Quad military exercise, then this as a news item will be found in every newspaper. Therefore, we will study all the relevant information related to Quad members, consequences of the exercise, reaction of countries, significance, etc. Now, how to approach international relations for mains examination. The syllabus of the mains examination is elaborately defined by the UPSC. The International Relations is a part of General Studies Mains Exam Paper 2. There are 4 topics mentioned by the UPSC in the syllabus. First is India and its neighborhood relations. So if we talk about India, then we have Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Nepal, Afghanistan, China, Pakistan as our neighbors. The first topic in the syllabus is called India and its neighborhood relations. By far, this is the most important topic which encompasses all the land and marine neighbors. The neighborhoods of India stretch from Afghanistan to Myanmar to China to Maldives. The neighbors of India are in the news round the year. Any developments with India and her neighbors have to be carefully analyzed as questions are expected in the exam. So, for instance, if India and Pakistan have signed the new ceasefire 2021 agreement, then we should read all the dimensions of India and Pakistan relations from the mains point of view. So, approach for this particular section would be, first we'll refer to International Relations book written by Pavneet Singh, in which section 3 covers the topic divided into 9 chapters. Then for the current updation we'll refer to The Hindu and Indian Express E-Explained section. Second topic is bilateral, regional and global groupings and agreements involving India or India's interests. Whether it is 2+2 dialogue or the G7 summit or the various BRICS summit, then these all topics will come under this category, which is very broad in nature. So the second theme is very broad in nature, which literally includes India's relations with all the countries in the world from regional to international level, various diplomatic agreements signed, etc. So if USA is pulling out its troops from Afghanistan, it can be a green signal for Taliban, as the result of which terrorism will become active. So what will be its impact on India becomes our part of concern, and we need to have an analysis on it. Approach for this second topic is International Relations book by Pavneet Sir, sections 4 to 8 divided into 21 chapters, and current updation is The Hindu and Indian Express. Then we have the third topic as effect of policies and politics of developed and developing countries on India's interests, Indian diaspora. So issues such as H-1B visa, Indian Tamils in Sri Lanka, or the labors in UAE. So this is a straightforward self-explanatory topic. For instance, if Sri Lanka comes out with a policy that affects Indian Tamils in Sri Lanka, then it comes under this heading. Similarly, if President Joe Biden administration decides to bring about changes in USA's immigration policy, altering the conditions requirements for the grant of H-1B visa, etc., then it affects the Indian population in USA and thereby comes under this heading. Approach for this section: the book by Pavneet Singh, section 9 to 10 divided into 5 chapters, and current updation by The Hindu and Indian Express. Next and the last topic for IR is important international institutions, agencies and fora, their structure, mandate. So whether it is World Health Organization, World Economic Forum or the World Bank, all these sections will come under this particular category. That is the last topic of the syllabus for international relations is important international institutions, agencies and fora, their structure, mandate. Through these topics, the examiner tests the aspirant's command over India's international diplomatic negotiation style at international institutions and agencies. Therefore, we need to carefully analyze the various meetings where India participates and its diplomatic style of negotiation. The approach for this last topic would be the book by Pavneet Singh, divided into section 11 to 12 divided into 4 chapters, and The Hindu and Indian Express for the current updation. To conclude with the sources, we have for the very basics of international relations the contemporary world politics, that is NCERT class 12, and the book by Pavneet Singh, that is International Relations 3rd edition, and for current updation The Hindu and Indian Express. So this was all about how to prepare for international relations from scratch. Thank you. Have a great day.